Today, we're celebrating the holiday season with sweet traditions from around the globe. From festive breads to nutty confections, these treats are sure to delight your table and your taste buds. Let's jump into our top 6. Kicking off our list at number 6, we're heading to Thailand with Kanong Kleb Lamduan.
Do Thais celebrate Christmas? Not really, but we do love a good party. And one thing we love making for celebrations are dainty little sweets. And one of my favorites is called Khanom Kleb Lamduan, which are gorgeous little shortbread flowers. I've got here some all-purpose flour that I've sifted. I'm gonna add some icing sugar. And you always wanna sift icing sugar because there's always little lumps that you wanna get rid of. There we go, perfect. Every dessert needs a little salt. There we go. I'm gonna add the secret ingredient, some coconut oil. A little at a time. And traditionally, a splash of vanilla will do just fine. Just knead that in. And once the dough holds together, I know I'm ready to add the colors. I'm going to do red and green, and one I'm gonna leave white. I'm gonna go in with the red first. Now you don't wanna overdo it. You don't want this to look like Play-Doh. Just a couple of drops at a time. And I'll just mix all this in until the color is evenly distributed, and then I'll move on to the green. And this is a part you can get your kids involved. You're gonna form first little balls about the size of a marble, and be gentle when you roll, because if you squish too hard, they'll crumble on you, just like that. For each of the balls, you wanna cut them into quarters. But I'm only going to use 3 pieces to make the flowers. And now I'm gonna make the center of the flower. So I'm just gonna take a little tiny ball of the dough, roll it with my fingers, and now I'm gonna make a cross with a paring knife. And there is my lamduan flower. And now, all I have to do is make about 100 more of these. How cute is that? And into the oven these go. And these cookies have cooled down completely, and that's important because if I touch them while they're hot, they're gonna fall apart on me. They look so cute. And I love to mix up the colors when I plate, makes them extra festive. I love the aroma of that coconut oil. These will make the cutest addition to your Christmas table.
At number 5, we have the stunning matcha cheesecake.
In Japan, though, Christmas isn't about celebrating with family as much as it is about celebrating with your sweetheart. And what better way to celebrate Christmas with your sweetheart than baking them some treats? I'm making a cheesecake, and it's Japanese-style matcha cheesecake. So now some butter, and I've got all of my ingredients at room temperature. It just helps it mix up a lot easier. And what the heck is matcha anyway? It's this green powdery stuff. And this is a chasen, a special matcha whisk. There we go. And before I add my matcha love, I just gotta mix up all these ingredients. Merry Christmas. I'm just adding a little flour and cornstarch to my batter. Now here's the thing about Japanese cheesecake. It's not dense like New York style cheesecake. It's light and airy. And I'm gonna do that with egg whites. Basically, I just wanna whisk these until I get some nice soft peaks. Ooh. And the sugar also makes these egg whites nice and glossy. And look how shiny that sugar made my eggs. So this meringue goes into my batter, and I'm gonna fold it. I just spent all that time making little egg air bubbles in the oven. Those air bubbles will grow and make this cheesecake super light and fluffy. Looks so good. It's ready for my pan. A layer of foil between the base of my pan, and it'll create a beautiful seal. And just close that up, and now it won't leak. So I'm just smoothing this out so it'll bake up nice and beautiful. Now this is going in the oven, but this delicate cheesecake needs a little bit of help. I'm gonna give it a water bath. Oh man, this is so heavy, but this cheesecake is gonna be so light. So the cake is baked up, it's light and fluffy, and I cooled it in the fridge. I'm gonna decorate this cheesecake with strawberries. can't wait. I have to try a bite. Really delicately sweet, and the tanginess of the strawberries really balances with the slight bitterness of the matcha. It's a very sophisticated, beautiful dessert.
Sliding into number 4, say hello to pan dulce.
I'm making pan dulce. Pan dulce, or sweet bread, is a version of the Italian panettone. Flour, sugar, and yeast. It has eggs, nuts, and raisins. Whenever I'm doing bread, I make sure my mixer has the hooked attachment. Now I want this to froth. I want the yeast to wake up and give that nice, fluffy bread texture that I need. I'm gonna get the nuts and stuffing ready to give this pan dulce lots and lots of flavor. To start up the flavor, vanilla. Lemon zest to brighten the egg. Nice yellow yolks. I'm gonna keep the whites because I wanna brush my bread with it when it comes off the oven to make a nice, shiny crust. Now, more flour to make it dense, like a dough. And to finish the dough, I use salted butter to brighten all the flavors. Perfect. It's soft, easy to manage, and it doesn't stick to my fingers. Now it needs to double in size before I put my nuts, fruits, and everything else on it. It has raisin, double the size, and is ready to be flavored and go into the oven. I'm gonna make 4 equal pan dulces. I'm gonna make them small ones, so everyone can choose which one they like, with nuts, without, chocolate chips, with lots and lots of raisins.
I light a candle, put the presents round the tree.
And remember that egg white that I saved earlier? This is the time to brush it.
Fills the air.
Rise and shine. They're perfect to go in the oven. Now, I had to let them cool off a little bit. I wanna make sure the dough is nice and evenly cooked. It's not just a Christmas gem. It's the taste of my grandma on a Christmas morning.
At number 3, Italy's festive favorite, panforte.
I'm making pan forte. And in Italian, that just means strong bread. And pan forte is just like a fruitcake, only it's a lot thinner, a little more dense, and it's gonna be so good with all this candied fruit. It's so simple to make, and it really does taste so good. You just need to start off with a little sugar, corn syrup, and I love the flavor of vanilla in here. Now in my pan forte, I start off with pineapple, and oh, cherries scream Italian, almost as much as some dried figs. A little heat, and these are gonna cook down till they're really syrupy and sweet. Have a look at this fruit. Look at the beautiful color it has. They're gorgeous. And now it's gonna get into the oven just so it can dry out a little bit. I'm getting all of my dry ingredients ready for the pan forte. A little flour, a little sugar, a little cocoa, a little chocolate. Sounding like Christmas yet? Smells like Christmas in here. Cinnamon and clove and nutmeg. And of course, look at this. I'm using pistachios, of course, a little hazelnut, and some almonds. There's nothing like the smell of the zest of an orange. And now this just needs a little syrup. And this couldn't be easier. A little sugar and a little honey. These are just gonna melt down together, and it's gonna make a nice warm syrup for this pan forte. Now look at this. Now, I just want them to cool down just a little. The colors are all changing, and immediately I'm seeing the green pistachios, I'm seeing the cocoa liven up. And here's why I need a warm syrup. Look how this all melts together. Now this is important. Parchment lined pan, otherwise you'll be cleaning for hours. And now this is gonna go into the oven and then cook down and become really dense. Now this was cooked up and cooled down. All right, now this is why I told you to put parchment paper. Easy cleanup. To make sure that everything is covered in a little powdered sugar. As soon as I cut into this, I smell the nuttiness coming out. Wow. This tastes like Christmas.
Number 2 brings us strufoli.
I'm making strufoli. It's the perfect dessert for sharing. I love orange and lemon. Now you only want the orange part, so make sure not to put in the pith. Wow, the smell of this is out of this world. Oh, that orange and lemon. And I just need to knead this just a little, just to make sure all the ingredients are properly mixed together. Dough is smooth. Look at those colors. Look at that confetti in here. I need to make my dough rest just a little. I'm making a nice little honey syrup to dip those dough balls into. And this is so simple. A couple of sweet things, a little sugar, a little honey, and a little water to just thin it out. Now have a look, my dough is all ready to go. So fun. And growing up, this was our favorite part, to roll it out. How adorable. And now I've got a whole bunch more to make. I'm gonna fry them up, but in batches. And these cook up in just a couple seconds. Look, they just float right to the top, and they start turning gold right away. Look at these! How pretty are they? That sugar melted in all of that honey, and it made for the most rich syrup. Just give these a little coat. I've got a little powdered sugar, some colored sprinkles that are also the Italian flag, but are also Christmas, and some nice little cherries. So, first, I'm gonna let it snow. This is so good.
Finishing our list at number 1, we have turrón de Navidad.
Turrón is the Argentinian nougat that cannot be missing on the Christmas table. For nougat, I need egg whites, together with nuts, chocolate, honey, and sugar. It's a sweet treat. White, soft, fluffy, like a mountain of snow, or fluffy pillows. They're perfect to melt in this honey and sugar syrup to turn into turrón. Nougat or turrón uses honey and sugar to cook the soft pillows of snowy whites into a sweet, sticky, and full of flavor dessert, an Argentinian Christmas treat. I'm making a thick and flavorful syrup of honey, sugar, and water to cook my egg whites in. I'm gonna let it bubble away before I put in the whites. The egg whites are gonna cook and are gonna transform this into a creamy caramel texture. That's the right point to add the egg whites. I'm gonna slowly add them and incorporate them into the syrup. This way, they're gonna start cooking and build the nougat. When it's all done, it's gonna look like a melted caramel-looking marshmallow. Nougat is all about color and textures. You can make them as light or as dark as you wish. Looks perfect right now. The secret to including stuff in nougat is to work fast. The first one, just traditional. The second one, my kid's favorite. I could leave them in the counter and cool them down, but if I pop them in the fridge, they'll be ready in no time. They say that when you crack a turrón, the amount of pieces that you get when you smash it is the amount of wishes that Christmas will become true. Now, it looks like I'm gonna be a very lucky girl this year. The softness of the honey, the caramel, and the nuts that make this turrón such a traditional Christmas flavor.
And there you have it, 6 incredible holiday bakes. Try them out and fill your home with global holiday magic. If you enjoyed this countdown, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more delicious inspiration right here on Gusto TV. Happy holidays!